The Miami Heat are blowing their chance at a championship. They should do whatever it takes to get James Harden before it's too late. Reports say the Heat and Rockets have broke off trade talks because Miami won't pay Houston's price. Pretty soon, the Rockets might not even want what Miami has. This video explains why the Heat have to trade now before they can't. Hey, it's Casey. Welcome to AM Hoops. Hit subscribe and notification bells if you want to know when we go live, if there's ever breaking news. Obviously, we're almost at 100,000 subscribers, but right now, I want to announce the new t-shirts and the new hoodie that are right down below this video if you want to check them out. One of them is the Ja Morant tee, and the other is the Mamba Fly Out hoodie. Both of them are designed by the same guy that does my thumbnails, so they're really cool designs. Go check them out down there. Also, the F3 shirt, some of you have been wanting that to come back, and that will be back soon. But for now, we'll be introducing new t-shirt and hoodie designs on the first of every month. Back to the video, and the Heat are in a great position to win it all this season. They just made the finals, and the East is up for grabs. The problem is overvaluing their own guys. Tyler Herro, Duncan Robinson, and Kendrick Nunn were so good last year, they just weren't good enough. The future with those guys looks great, but the future is not guaranteed. James Harden would almost guarantee another finals and maybe a title. The beard is exactly what they need too. He will carry the offense when Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo are off the floor, which they don't have now. Butler's already dealing with an ankle injury. They need an elite playmaking starting point guard. It doesn't get better than Harden. That big three would be the best trio in the East, plus think of that nickname, the Beard, the Butler, and Bam? How could you resist? But the reason they have to make this trade right now is Tyler Herro is getting exposed, and he's supposed to be the centerpiece of this trade package. It's pretty clear now that he's their starting point guard, his stock will never be as high as it was right after the bubble. If he continues to look like just another good player, then the Rockets can say, no thanks, and they can ask for an even bigger package. Right now though, Herro could still be the centerpiece of this deal. Let's be honest, the bubble was the perfect environment for a rookie to ball out. No crowds, no travel, very little expectations. Herro was amazing. He averaged about 16 points, 4 assists, and 5 boards on 38% from downtown. He could do way more than just shoot. He could handle the ball. He beat down Boston with that 37-point explosion. But Herro's stock won't be that high again for a while. The time to sell is now. It's like investing in Snapchat right before it blew up. Snapchat's still around, but it peaked. Since the season began and he's been in the starting lineup, Tyler Herro has not been his bubble self. And to prove it, here's the fact that makes you go, Think that makes you go, Miami has been a net 43.2 points per 100 possessions better with Goran Dragic on the floor when the score has been close this year. Translation, Dragic is playing so much better than Tyler Herro. The problem is the Heat decided to send Dragic back to the bench and Herro to the starting lineup. Tyler Herro has not played like the bubble, so when the game gets in jeopardy, Dragic does his thing, but it's too late. If Herro continues to play like this, he will not be the centerpiece of a deal for James Harden. They would demand Herro plus Duncan Robinson and Precious Achiuwa, or worse, Bam Adebayo. I don't think the Heat would ever trade Bam for Harden, so the deal would really be dead. Miami had their chance to get Harden with a Tyler Herro package, but it's not too late. They should give whatever Houston wants outside of Bam to get the beard. Even out of shape and pissed off, he's been amazing. 44 points and 17 assists in the opening game, 34 and 8 in night 2. He is shooting a ridiculous 60% from the field and 50% from downtown. The Rockets broadcast even threw this graphic up of most 40-plus point double-doubles. Harden's beating some pretty good players. Worst photo ever of Larry Bird, by the way. What is that? Point is that players like James Harden rarely become available, like ever. And those of you still clinging to Tyler Herro are nuts. I don't care if he might be an all-star in the future. Even most all-stars don't have James Harden's talent. The Heat must let Herro and Duncan Robinson go, and unprotected picks if they have to, because it would mean a championship. If not, there's no telling when a superstar like this will be available again. I mean, we just saw the 2021 free agency class get wiped out. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Paul George, Rudy Gobert, Anthony Davis, and LeBron James are all signed. The only hope now is Kawhi Leonard opting out, or Victor Oladipo? No. With the Giannis dream basically dead, Harden's value goes up even more. For now, though, with no trade, the Heat basically are going to run it back, which is a guaranteed loss. They're basically betting that Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro are going to take that next jump. Bam would become an All-NBA player, and Herro would become an All-Star this season. I mean, Duncan Robinson can't hit any more threes than he already does, and Kendrick Nunn doesn't have Herro's ceiling. If that jump from Bam and Herro doesn't happen, can they beat the Brooklyn Nets? Okay, if they do, what about the Lakers this time? No way. This is a losing season again if the Harden trade doesn't happen. Jimmy Butler just proved while he's really good, he is not the best player on a championship team. They don't have that kind of talent. Harden, though, would be all-world offense with Jimmy Butler as the vocal leader. If the Heat still hate the idea of letting go of Herro and Duncan Robinson, let's make it simple. Miami can win multiple titles with Harden, not Herro. Herro can't take fast guards off the dribble. He's not a great playmaker. He is not this team's starting point guard. And if Goran Dragic really should come off the bench, it's either Avery Bradley or James Harden. You don't get any more elite than the beard. And I'm actually surprised this deal isn't done already, because Pat Riley knows the value of superstars. This is the guy who got Shaq to pair with Dwayne Wade, then LeBron James and Chris Bosh later. Those moves all resulted in titles. I think Riley just wants to win this deal and not give up too much to a first-time GM, Rafael Stone. I think Pat Riley wants the deal to look something like this. Tyler Herro, Kendrick Nunn, plus Andre Iguodala and Kelly Olynyk. Stone is probably asking for this. Tyler Herro, Duncan Robinson, Precious Achiuwa, Iggy Olynyk, and a 2022 first-round pick. If that is what the Rockets want, you can see why the Heat ended the talks. But it's a race now against other front offices. Miami has to put together a package to compete with the Sixers offering Ben Simmons or the Nets offering Karis LeVert. Trading for James Harden is the only way the Miami Heat will win this championship. They need to stop overvaluing their own players, because every day they do, their stock gets worse, especially Tyler Herro. Support AM Hoops and click subscribe. Don't miss a daily NBA video.